These things are no longer my concern. The important thing is to improve my combat strength. Fortunately, I have already unlocked my spiritual power. As he was deep in thought, a voice suddenly came from behind. Amipa, may I ask where these things come from? Jiang Shen was confused, thinking, a monk. Did he discover something? But he still answered, of course, I found these from somewhere. Why? Are you interested, master? The old monk laughed and said, your strength isn't high, but being able to enter such a tomb filled with energy and find these weapon fragments, you're no simple person. Jiang Shen said, what are you talking about? I don't understand. If you're not buying, then leave quickly. Don't interrupt my business. Suddenly, like a gust of wind, the old monk instantly appeared behind Jiang Shen. Then he raised the sky, and Jiang Shen said in panic, what are you trying to do? The old monk replied, I think you have a connection with Buddha, how about coming with me? Jiang Shen screamed, let go of me. I don't want to cultivate. The old monk smiled mysteriously and continued, don't worry, you won't suffer when the time comes. Jiang Shen confusedly said, but you have to tell me where we're going. The scene changes to the True Immortal Academy. People were discussing, this time the trial in the Taishu Divine Clan's tomb is a great opportunity. For the Academy's geniuses, the disaster last time, the inheritance of the Absolute Sound was broken, we hope this time goes smoothly. So who's leading this time? The red-haired elder spoke, of course, it's Gu Chang'e. With his current strength, he far exceeds the other disciples. The great elder said angrily, now he's a distinguished figure of the human race, isn't it because he did something major in the Chaos Star domain? I don't think the True Immortal Academy can accommodate him anymore. The red-haired elder asked in surprise, what do you mean, senior? The great elder answered, if Gu Chang'e doesn't go, it should be time to give someone else a chance, right? I think Lu Guanwang's army would be fine. The scene shifts to the male lead side. The atmosphere was very romantic as Ming Kong leaned on Gu Chang'e's shoulder and said, I heard the great elder is looking for you. Is it because of the Taishu Divine Clan's tomb? The male lead replied, yes. That old man wants me to lead the team, but since there's no benefit, I rejected it. Ming Kong said, actually, that old man is quite good to you. Gu Chang'e continued, now, I want to catch those remnants. In the tomb, if there's anything she can't handle, just let me know, I'll take care of them. Ming Kong nonchalantly replied, I'll keep an eye out for the good stuff in the tomb. You and that. Before she could finish, her expression slightly changed in surprise. It turned out that Gu Chang'e had already teleported to another location, his face scrunched like a monkey as he shouted, what? The target's trace was found in Bi's ancient city. Ming Kong, I must leave immediately, we'll contact each other later. The scene shifted to Bi's ancient city. Many warships were drawn here, and someone commented, is that the Gu family young master's army? Then Gu Chang'e's voice echoed, listen, residents of Bi's ancient city, it has been confirmed that a remnant of the thieves is hiding here. Anyone who shelters them will be treated as an accomplice, and the consequences will be severe. The residents were very confused and said, damn, those 13 damn thieves. Why aren't they all dead? Gu Chang'e slowly walked out of the space. One of his subordinates said, Master, we've already sealed off the space around Bi's ancient city, the remnants are hiding inside. The residents below began discussing, is it really young Master Chang'e? Has young Master Chang'e personally come to our small place? Young Master Chang'e, thank you for eliminating those thieves in the Chaos Star domain. We no longer have to worry about being robbed, yes. Thank you for your hard work, we will fully cooperate with the investigation. An elder shouted loudly, everyone, no need to be polite. If those thieves encounter my sword edge, I will never let them go. The young man thought to himself, if you don't return to the demon realm, you will never escape, Bai Hun. The crowd below loudly called out, young Master Chang'e, don't worry, we will fully cooperate with the investigation and not let Any suspicious person escape, that's right, anyone who dares offend young Master Chang'e is definitely not a good person. Sitting in the tavern, Bai Hun said in panic, I didn't expect Gu Chang'e to find this place so quickly. Aijia, I've dragged you all into this. Introducing this new item is Bilinger. Initial evaluation, plump, round, beautiful. Bai Kun continued, disciple, take Liener and leave quickly. Don't worry about me. The disciple anxiously shouted, Master. If we leave now in your condition, we won't be able to escape Gu Chang'e's pursuit. Bai Kun took out 2 treasures and said, Gu Chang'e is after me, you still have time. These are secret treasures I crafted before. After using them, you will conceal yourselves in the void and quietly leave. With this jade talisman, unless it's a blockade from a being above the highest realm, no one will be able to detect your presence. Then, escape to the demon realm, find someone named Jun Bufan, and give him this silk pouch. He is the destined one. The disciple, after picking up the secret treasure, asked in confusion, Master, since we have this treasure, why not leave with us? Bai Kun replied indifferently, I have spent my life researching the heavenly secrets, but now my body has been harmed by a backlash and I am ill. And with this matter involving Gu Chang'e, I may not live much longer. Liener, you've suffered all these years. The one I have wronged the most in my life is you. Bai Liener said, Father, don't say any more, Liener understands. Bai Kun sighed and looked up, all cause and effect, every drink and every bite, is a cycle. Remember, never think about avenging me. Gu Chang'e is extremely dangerous. Just as he finished speaking, a powerful force was approaching their room. Bai Kun shouted in fear, not good. Hurry and leave. The vengeful young man, Gu Chang'e, had found Bai Kun's location and casually struck, probing ahead. The male lead slowly flew over and said, It seems your accomplices have already used the spatial treasure to escape. Bai Kun blocked with his shield but was still heavily injured. He thought in confusion, how could he detect me? Impossible, he just reached. No. This person cannot be considered an ordinary semi-supreme being, even compared to those great demon emperors, the feeling he gives me is not as terrifying. Gu Chang'e continued, Are you the demon master Bai Kun? Have you finished your final instructions? Bai Kun replied. Young Master Gu Chang'e, to put so much effort into searching for a useless person like me, I truly feel honored. Gu Chang'e showed a terrifying expression and loudly said, For those who dare offend me, I never like to let them live. So even if I have to search through the upper realms, I will find him and kill him. Bai Kun laughed, Gu Chang'e, if you do this as a demonic cultivator, you should at least be the leader of the demon sect. After hearing these sarcastic words, Gu Chang'e just smiled and calmly responded, But now I've changed my mind. I've found that sparing your life is more useful to me. With that, Gu Chang'e waved his hand. Then, he slowly pulled the wheelchair back to his side. Bai Kun fearfully said, What do you mean? If you want to kill me, just do it. Bai Kun accepts his fate. Gu Chang'e replied, It's nothing, I'm just a bit curious. What have you been opening recently? Those two escaped so quickly. Bai Kun asked in greater confusion, I don't understand what you're saying. Gu Chang'e then transmitted demonic energy into Bai Kun's head and said, It's fine if you don't understand, take your time. Anyway, from now on. A scream suddenly echoed from the air. Bai Liener had already used the secret treasure to escape the city. Liener said, Cough. Gu Chang'e's power is terrifying. The disciple, hearing Bai Kun's scream, panicked and shouted, Master. Liener angrily said, Shut up. Do you want to be caught again? The disciple said, Sister Liener, aren't you worried about Master? Then, Bai Lien Ni stood there and activated her power, and a mysterious blue circle appeared in front of her chest. Over here, Bai Kong, after a lot of effort, shouted, Huff, you sealed my cultivation. He then thought in fear, this strange power carries deep greed and malice, as if something alive has rooted itself in my spiritual sea. Then, Bai Kong asked, What is this secret technique? Feng Chang'e stepped forward, grabbed his head, and answered with a strange smile, "You only need to know, from now on, you are under my control." Scene change. After a while, Feng Chang'e dragged Bai Kong into the room to continue handling him. Bai Kong said, "Feng Chang'e, if you don't kill me, I won't live long anyway. Even if you have some plans, it's useless." Feng Chang'e coldly replied, then you don't need to worry about it." The young man thought, Luo Yubi Chun Feng might need to have my subordinates investigate this place. Feng Chang'e then ordered, "All right, take him back to the library and lock him up." But Bai Kong shouted, "Feng Chang'e, let one person bear the consequences. Kill me. All grudges will be erased from here on." Feng Chang'e smiled eerily and said, "That won't do. You can't harvest all the leeks at once, they need to be picked in batches." Then, Feng Chang'e deliberately showed his handsome face and looked into the distance. It turns out that Feng Chang'e knew Bai Lian Ni was using a secret treasure to spy on him, which shocked Lian Ni greatly. A disciple nearby panicked and said, "Can he see us through the mirror? This is something we've never heard of." Bai Lian Ni replied, "No, it's impossible. He must have sensed my manifestation method." The disciple continued, "Sister Lian Ni, what should we do next?" Bai Lian Ni thought, he is also an outstanding young man, but Feng Chang'e has become someone everyone fears, yet in front of Feng Chang'e, manhwa. The disciple asked again, "Should we listen to Master and go directly to the demon realm to find Jun Bufan?" Bai Lian Ni thought with concern, "Jun Bufan? It's been a long time." She then replied, "That is if father is killed by Feng Chang'e, but as long as he's alive, we should first find an opportunity to rescue him. If that doesn't work, going to the demon realm isn't too late." The disciple responded, "All right, I'll follow Sister Lian Ni." Scene changed to a desolate place. A group of people was rushing toward it. During the flight, they discussed, "I heard that a senior from the Tai Su Divine Tomb has passed away, their cultivation surpassing the limit realm and possibly having a divine position." Divine position? That's a supreme treasure. If we can get it, we might even challenge Feng Chang'e. Jiang Shen and the bald master also arrived here. Jiang Shen walked and confusedly asked, "Master Pudu, is this the divine tomb of the senior from the Tai Su divine clan?" Master Pudu answered, "That's right. According to legend, this senior's cultivation was extremely profound, so their resting place has attracted many forces, everyone wants a share." Jiang Shen continued, "Master, I've only just opened my spiritual sea. Do you want me to help, or do you want me to go to my death?" The bald master smiled and replied, "Jiang Shizhu, don't be afraid, I serve the Tai Su divine clan. Your methods are crucial for obtaining the inheritance. Both you and I will be protected by the Tai Su divine clan and won't be caught in the conflict." Jiang Shen said, "If they are truly as powerful as you say, why would they let so many people come to rob their ancestral tomb?" Master Pudu sighed and replied, "Alas, there's nothing to be done. Since ancient times, what the strong leave behind is always coveted by others, this is something no force can avoid. Jiang Shizhu, please follow me to meet Princess Luo Shen." Suddenly, Jiang Shen saw something, and his expression became shockingly surprised. Jiang Shen looked up and thought, "What? Is that Ruoyin?" It turns out that Xiao Ruoyin had also flown over with the group, ready to take a share. Master Pudu continued, "Is that the power of Dao Tianxian Palace?" They are indeed strong, but I believe their disciples are not Tai Su divine clan's match." Jiang Shen thought, "If I accept her now, I'll harm both of us." "Ruoyin, wait for me." The bald master said, "Jiang Shizhu, have you taken a liking to some fairy? Please forgive this monk's words, stop daydreaming, you're not worthy." Jiang Shen angrily shouted, "Why am I not worthy?" Master Pudu replied, "The disciples of Dao Tianxian Palace all have distinguished backgrounds and extraordinary talent. Their selection standards are no lower than the true Immortal Academy." Jiang Shen stood up and said, "Distinguished background? Extraordinary talent? Master, I don't believe in fate. Above, the woman in red spoke, Roain, stop looking around. It's very dangerous here. Your cultivation is still shallow, you must be careful at all times. Roain replied, yes, thank you, senior sister Song Chin, for the reminder. But she felt puzzled and thought, why does it feel like someone is watching me? She then continued, by the way, senior sister, I saw that all the major Orthodox sects have arrived, but I haven't seen the true Immortal Academy's team. Didn't they come? Song Chin replied, they wouldn't miss it, but the god tomb hasn't opened yet. Oh, I understand now. You are asking why young Master Changgu hasn't arrived yet, right? Are you missing young Master Changgu? Roain hurriedly answered, no, senior sister, don't guess, I was just asking casually. Song Chin blinked and smiled mischievously, Roain, when you see young Master Changgu, make sure to speak well of me. If our Song family wins his favor, we'll soar to new heights. Zhao Roain forced a smile and said, senior sister, you really know how to joke. But in her heart, she thought, after entering the Tao Heaven Immortal Palace, the elders and fellow disciples have taken very good care of me. I have plenty of resources and pills. All of this is thanks to young Master Gu. How powerful are the words Gu Changgu in this vast upper realm? On a nearby warship, Yi Liuli spoke, brother, do you think young Master Changgu will come? Yi Tian asked, what? Do you miss him? Unfortunately. I must accept the family's cultivation plan. If not, I would be drinking and enjoying life in the true Immortal Academy with him now. Yi Liuli said gloomily, unfortunately, my talent isn't enough, I can't enter the true Immortal Academy. Yi Tian replied. I never expected that since parting ways with Brother Gu and Nanxing Tian, his reputation would have grown this big. On another nearby warship, another person walked over. The young man spoke, sigh, I have to see my sister again, so troublesome, clan elder. The clan elder beside him responded, who doesn't feel the same way? On another warship, a shouting voice was heard, hurry. Or other forces will take the lead. Lu Guan Wang. It's all your fault. We are from the true Immortal Academy, how could we make such a basic mistake? It was the hot-tempered Prince Chen, who angrily said, if you don't understand command, don't give orders. Lu Guan Wang coldly replied, what does this have to do with me? Gu Xiener sent a voice transmission. Ming Kong's sister, our captain doesn't seem very smart. Ming Kong helplessly replied, a bit. The scene changed to a dungeon. At this moment, Bai Kong was shackled. He spoke, Gu Changgu, what do you want to know? Just search my soul directly, why bother with this? Gu Changgu thought, the Spring Breeze Jade Tower originated 6,000 years ago, during a great chaos in the demon realm. Bai Kong had only one wife and one daughter. Because of spying on the secrets of heaven, he was cursed, leading to the early death of his wife and the disappearance of his daughter. Bai Liener, 6,000 years ago. Bai Kong was a demon master under the Xianyang demon emperor, and they were close friends. Interestingly, the demon emperor also had a son. If the emperor's son is the destined one, perhaps Bai Liener is the legendary mother-daughter duo. Let's probe him first. Gu Changgu spoke, Senior Bai Kong, you must be very lonely here in this dark dungeon. How about I find you a companion? Bai Kong angrily asked, what do you mean? Gu Changgu stood up and said, I just thought you might need a maid to take care of your daily needs. Bai Kong shouted, what do you really mean? Gu Changgu calmly replied, Bai Liener is here to save you. Bai Kong shouted in panic, no, you're lying to me. My daughter can't possibly come to save me. I haven't seen her in 6,000 years. Gu Changgu stepped forward and said, really? Did Senior lose your memory? Wasn't the two of you escaping from Beizhe ancient city together? Isn't that your daughter, Bai Liener? Who would have thought she's now the one behind the Spring Breeze Jade Tower? She's very filial. Don't worry, if she's still alive after I use